Welcome to the made-up stories for kids. Fun and bright with adventures waiting day and night. Silly faces and jokes galore with cute little worms and so much more. Pickles that giggle and unicorns that shine. Mermaids swimming, oh so divine. And don't forget about the Unidragon too. It's a magical world created just for you on the made-up stories for kids. Hi everybody, my name is Chimera and this is my mom.
Hi, my name is Ezra.
And every week my mom and I are going to be telling you wonderful and magical tales about different things on our channel, the Made Up Stories for Kids. Tell your parents that you love our channel. Please like and subscribe.
Let's tune into this week's story.
Hello there and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Are you ready for a story? It's a tale about a magical world full of starlight and candy-colored dreams, a place where unicorns play and anything is possible. So find a nice, cozy spot, snuggle in, and let's begin our wonderful story. It's called The Rainbow Made Out of Magic. Once upon a time, way up high in a sky full of fluffy marshmallow clouds, there was a beautiful rainbow. But you see, this wasn't just any old rainbow. Oh no, this one was made of pure magic. It shimmered with every color you can imagine: fiery red, bright orange, sunny yellow, grassy green, and a deep, deep blue. It even had shiny stripes of gold and sparkling silver. It was so, so beautiful, but it was also very, very tiny. Well, one sunny afternoon, a little unicorn named Dunana was taking a walk through a big green meadow with her mom. All of a sudden, the sky started to sprinkle soft, gentle raindrops, and then, wow, a huge, wonderful rainbow stretched all the way across the sky. Dunana stopped right in her tracks. She'd never, ever seen anything so amazing in her whole life. Dunana looked up at her mom with wide, curious eyes and asked, "Mama, what is a rainbow?" Her mom gave her a warm smile and said, "Oh, a rainbow is like when the sun and the rain decide to paint a picture together in the sky. They use all the teeny tiny raindrops as their paintbrushes to make all of those beautiful colors." Dunana thought that was just wonderful, and it made her feel extra special too, because her mom always told her that she was her own beautiful rainbow. Well, seeing that amazing rainbow in the sky gave Dunana an idea, a truly magical idea. She felt so inspired, she just knew it was time to use a little of her own magic. So, what do you think she did? She trotted right back to her cozy little unicorn house. She closed her eyes, scrunched up her nose, and thought the happiest thought she could think. And then, from the very tip of her magical, swirly rainbow horn, a little swirl of sparkles started to dance in the air. And poof, just like that, she had made a fluffy little cloud that was strong enough to sit on. And arching right over it was a perfect tiny rainbow, just the right size for her. She floated right back outside to show her mom. Her mom's jaw dropped. "Oh, Dunana, it's absolutely beautiful," she said. She was so, so proud of her clever little unicorn. Now, with a heart full of happiness and her very own personal rainbow, Dunana was ready for a whole day packed with fun and adventures. First stop, the park, of course. Whoosh! She had so much fun sliding down the big slide. She swung on the swings so high she felt like she could touch the sky. She even climbed the colorful rock wall. She played and played so hard that by the time she was done, she was covered in mud and sand from her horn all the way down to her hooves. And when the weather got chilly and the world was covered in a soft blanket of snow, her adventures changed. Oh, she loved playing in the fresh, fluffy snow. She'd make giant piles of snowballs and build the friendliest-looking snowman you've ever seen, with little carrot noses and funny twig arms. But, not all her adventures were about getting messy outside. One of Dunana's absolute favorite things to do was to have a special sushi dinner on the weekend with her family. She just loved those yummy little rolls, and you know what? Sharing them with the people she loved most made them taste even better. After every single one of her adventures, whether she was covered in mud or chilly from the snow, her mom would say, "All right, Dunana, time for a bath." So Dunana would use her magic horn to fill the tub with warm, bubbly water that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. It was the best way to get all clean and sparkly again. So, once she was all clean and snuggled up in a fluffy towel, it was almost time for bed. But not quite, because her favorite part of the entire day was about to happen. Every single night, without fail, Dunana and her mom would go outside and sit together under the big, dark sky filled with twinkling stars. And her mom would look up and point to the stars, and she'd make up stories about the shapes she saw. Amazing stories about floating clouds and tall growing trees and even other little unicorns dancing across the night sky. And as Dunana listened to her mom's soft, quiet voice and watched all the stars sparkle, her little eyelids would start to feel very, very heavy. She would listen until she finally drifted off into a deep, peaceful sleep. And in her dreams, she'd have all her wonderful adventures all over again. She dreamed of rainbows and slides and snowmen and sushi. She dreamed about every single little thing that she loved. And that makes me wonder, when you close your eyes and fall asleep at night, what magical adventures do you dream about? The end. I hope you enjoyed our story, and I hope you have the sweetest of dreams tonight. We'll see you again soon for another adventure. Goodbye for now.